Hey Sagittarius, what's up? Welcome to your reading. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. We're going to be seeing what messages want to come through for you, get some insight, get some guidance, see what you need to know right now, anything that is important, what might be coming towards you, anything you need to know at this time. If this reading is helpful or insightful, let me know, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and private readings are available down below if you'd like to book a reading with moi. Oh, Saggy, how are you doing? What are you going through? What's the vibe? What's the tea? What are you clinging on to? That's your first card out. What you clinging on to? It's time to break free from it. Unbound with Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. You're in the process of clearing some karmic contracts, patterns, soul ties. Ooh, this is some significant stuff. This is some really powerful stuff. There's some endings that you're going through. There's some releasing, there's some purging, there's some clearing taking place. You're being guided towards something new, something different, something you haven't experienced before in this life. And that might freak you out a little bit. That might intimidate you. I'm seeing here, there's some people in your life that are not going to be joining you on this journey, on this trip. Who's to say y'all maybe won't cross paths down the line, but right now you're just not aligning, or you're just not quite on the same page or want the same things. You could be clinging on to something that you've outgrown. What are you clinging on to, Saggy? There's something that you could be holding on to secretly, or deep down in the subconscious, you're still being in this attachment, or there's an energetic contract that I think it's done, it's over, it's finished, but you may be in denial about it, or if it's not you, it's someone that's connected to you, okay? Anyways, you are taking the necessary steps, you are in alignment, you are trusting your intuition as always, and it looks like you're really needing to call back your power and protect your space, protect your energy. There could be, like we were saying, there could be someone that is attached to you or thinking heavily about you at this time, and you're sensing their energy, you're picking up on their frequency. There's still that energetic tie, and there's something that you could be saying no to or turning down. I'm really drawn at the top of this card. We see this like new moon, which we have a new moon in Virgo on the 24th of August. If you're listening to this reading in a timely manner, it doesn't matter if you come across this reading months from now. The next new moon could be very important for you, but specifically as I'm doing this reading, the next new moon, is on the 24th in Virgo, which is activating the eclipse season. All right, so let's get into the tarot portion. Let's see what's really going on, what's really going down, okay, Saggy? Let's get into business. Let's get down to business. For Sagittarius, show me clearly what is going on for my Saggies. What do you guys need to know, look out for, be aware of during this time? There we go. Ooh, interesting. 8 of Pentacles flipping itself in the reverse. So something you're no longer, or this is the advice, saying to stop putting energy into something or someone. What's at the bottom real quick? 8 of Wands. You're being redirected. Think that you are being put elsewhere, or you're switching lanes. Oh, 8 of Cups. What? 888. You might be seeing 888. Where did I see that the other day? I saw it somewhere. I can't remember where it was. I think it was a license plate or an address or something. I can't remember. But 888 might be relevant for someone. King of Cups in the reverse. Something you're no longer emotionally available for. King of Wands. You're taking action. No longer waiting around, waiting for an opportunity to present itself to you. You are going to make the magic happen. It looks like you are going to be pushing something into your reality or getting something off the ground. There may have been like a missed opportunity or something that you had once rejected, or you had maybe you were forced to put it aside. You could be picking something back up. I'm saying that because the way the King of Wands is looking over at this Ace of Pentacles universe. Now, actually, I'm getting a few things from this. Let me finish the thought. This could be where you're like, okay, I'm ready for this now. I have the time, I have the money, I have the skills, I have the energy, I have the desire to activate whatever this is. Others of you, you're looking at an opportunity that did not come to fruition, a missed opportunity, and you're like, yeah, I'm glad that didn't work out. I'm so grateful that passed me. I'm so glad. Oh, relief, you know? So I'm seeing there's like a couple different ways we can look at that. You're definitely walking away from things that aren't serving you emotionally, though. I will tell you that. 8 of Cups and the King of Cups universe, you don't have the time, the space, the energy to waste on those who do not respect you, those who don't appreciate you, those who are just inconsiderate of your feelings. That King of Cups in reverse, you might actually be more just walking away from things that trigger you emotionally, because the King of Cups in reverse, you might feel at times like you can't control your emotions, or you feel very like ready to just throw it all away. I get this energy for this combination. I feel like just the energy of ready to just give up, just ready to just throw it all down the trash, down the drain, you know, ready to just give up and just straight up just quit. Maybe you're thinking about retiring or resigning from a position. Maybe you're thinking about ending or walking away from a relationship here. There's something you're just completely done and over with. You're recognizing like, yo, I'm clinging on to something that's clearly not meant for me. I'm forcing something. This is not in alignment. You're recognizing like, yo, this contract is done. It's dead. It's been dead. You're not really in it, or you're not really emotionally there. I'm seeing with the King of Cups universe, maybe once upon a time you were, but not anymore. Like emotionally, you're checked out. You don't see this one. I can't fucking speak. You don't see this for the long term. So even if you're in here for the moment, or it's temporary, you don't see this as something you want to stick around for the long term. Especially if you think that it's going to be a waste of money, a waste of energy, a waste of effort. You're like, nah. Okay. Is there anything else I'm getting from this? Maybe you're emotionally avoidant at this time, or there's some emotions that could be very heavy or intense, and you could be holding yourself back from expressing it. So like, remember, what are you clinging on to? It's like you could be suppressing a lot of emotions, and it's like deeply ingrained, and it's something that you're having to free yourself from and heal from. You're learning how to create a safe place for yourself. But the King of Wands, he's upright. So this is your energy. This is fire energy. You're definitely in your zone here. But some things I'm hearing, some things aren't meant to be fixed. Some things are meant to stay broken. All right, King of Wands, and normally he's very, how would I say? King of Wands, he's someone who takes action. He's someone who he's very hands-on. So you might be someone who builds, who fixes things, who creates things. You may have a lot of creative talent. You're very skilled and hardworking. Whatever you set your mind to, you will accomplish it, and you're going to thrive and do fantastic. But there's just some things that are just not worth your energy, or it's a waste of your effort. It's a waste of your investment. Damn. Okay. At the bottom, we have the Knight of Cups. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. I'm seeing if there's a relationship here. Is it worth the effort? Is this worth the hustle and bustle? Is this worth it? Because so far, what I'm seeing right here, 10 of Wands with the Knight of Cups, this is someone who is hard to love. Now, I'm asking you now this question. Do you feel like you're hard to love? Is that a mindset that you have? Is that a story that you tell yourself that? Is that something that you're having to overcome and start challenging? Well, why do I believe this? Is that really the case? Is that really the truth? Or are you just surrounding yourself with people that are incapable of giving you the love that you deserve? It's not that you're asking for too much. You're asking the wrong motherfucker. I love that saying. It's so funny, but it's real. It's so true. Knight of Cups, 10 of Wands. I also see this is someone who, whether we're talking about you or someone that you're dealing with, this is someone who is constantly having to prove themselves, constantly having to work to be loved, to be seen, to be appreciated. This is someone who feels like they have to prove themselves to others, to themselves. You may feel like you have to prove it to yourself, but you don't have to prove anything. You are good enough. You're doing the best you can. And if anything, Spirit is saying with that 10 of Wands, maybe do a little less. You're giving so much. You're burning yourself out to the point of exhaustion. And what is that bringing you? What good is that giving you? What good is that doing, right? And 10 of Wands is always a card of saying, hey, maybe it's time to let some things go. Maybe there's some things that you have been clinging on to that clearly aren't working. You're trying to convince yourself that, no, like the love is there. I have a love. I love this thing. I love this person. Like, you know, I spent so much time, so many years. You know, why would I quit now? But, you know, maybe you're not a quitter. Mama ain't raised no quitter sort of thing. But there's some things that Spirit is saying, like, what are you clinging on to? What are you, or who are you clinging on to, right? You're clinging on to something that's hard, that's difficult. It's draining. We have the 10 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. So here's an opportunity that's being presented to you. The thing is though, whatever this is, it's quite intense. We have a 3 of Swords that comes out after this Page of Pentacles. So it's like, if you're wondering, well, will it get better? Underneath Page of Cups, Hermit, 3 of Pentacles. There's something where you feel alone in a situation, or you feel isolated from others, or you feel like others are not understanding you, or they don't quite get you. 3 of Pentacles and that 8 of Swords. Feeling misunderstood. Feeling like people are always misinterpreting what you're saying, or taking what you say the wrong way. And then we have the Hermit, which is showing like you feel like isolated, or you feel like you have to remove yourself. Perhaps you really enjoy your own time alone. You feel like no one's really going to understand you the way you understand yourself. Let's see. Page of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. Definitely opportunity for healing. Opportunity to bring peace, to overcome these hurdles, these challenges, and emotional like setbacks here, okay? So you're dealing with a lot of different things, a lot of baggage that you are unpacking and sorting through, clearing out the clutter. Maybe you have some clutter in your home that you're having to sort through, clear out, and get rid of. Let's pull a few more and see what else is coming your way. I'm going to try from a different deck, and then we can clarify some of this stuff, okay? So show me clearly what else is going on for Sagittarius. Where is Sagittarius headed based off current timelines? Big frickin' stack, we ain't taking all of that. Last card, Spirit. Where is Sagittarius headed? We have the Knight of Wands flipping out in the reverse. Something you're just not fully in. You're not fully in it anymore. You used to, not anymore. 4 of Pentacles. Why are you holding on to this? What's at the bottom? Emperor. Because you're someone who takes your commitment seriously. You're someone who, when you commit to something, you're in it. Even if you change your mind, or even if you're not fully there, you don't want to disappoint. Or I feel like you're the glue that keeps it all together. You're like the foundation. You're a pillar of support. People rely on you. People depend on you. You may be someone who is in a very high position with Queen of Swords and the 5 of Cups. Something's just not quite there emotionally. What's underneath this 5 of Cups? Ace of Cups. So you long, and then a Hermit. You long for connection. You long to be around those who actually see you, who actually love you. And you feel like you can't be vulnerable, or you don't feel safe enough to be open. You always have to wear your armor, right? We always see the Emperor as someone who's very strong, very tough, sometimes a little rigid, especially that Queen of Swords underneath. He's rigid. He's not vulnerable. He's not open. He's not gonna show his underbelly. It's like you're in a situation where you're remaining strong, or you're forced to really like be tough as steel, balls of steel. Tell me more. Where is Sagittarius headed? We have Queen of Cups. Ooh, this is where you're softening up. Getting a little soft, huh? Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, look at all this Queen energy all of a sudden. So this is where things are starting to soften up, or perhaps since this is surrounded with the 4 of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands reverse, I see you holding back your love from people that are very inconsistent with you or very hot and cold with you. I see you, you may still have love for these individuals or for this person, but I feel like you're learning to really respect yourself more and you're asking for more. So Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Cups, and you know that the right people are out there and it's worth the wait is what I'm seeing here. Underneath the Two of Cups, we do have the Devil, which tells me that there are some people in your life that might not be the healthiest or the nicest of individuals. They could be keeping you stagnant with the Hangman. I'm also seeing that these people are making you look at your love life or your, just not even love, but just your relationships through a different... Why am I hearing different spectrum? That's not what I want to say, but like through a different lens. And when I was going to say lens, I heard spectrum. I was like, hey, I guess I'll mention that for some of y'all. Okay. What else we got? Nine of Pentacles. So I see you really focusing on yourself. Towers at the bottom. You could be going through some big changes, some personal changes, some changes towards your health, your well-being, your confidence. Let's see what this is. Tower, Ace of Wands, hey, Temperance, ooh, you getting back in your groove, Empress underneath that, I like that. Yes, let's bring in this change. I was not gonna lie, when I was like, there might be some changes to these things, and we saw the tower, I was like, ooh, like I was a little spooked to see what was underneath the tower, but this is all positive. This is all really positive. You're finding your spark again. You're finding your passion again. You're finding that fire. Fire's been lit. You're like reignited, you know? It's like you blew off some steam. You finally back in your groove. You're feeling like yourself again. And you got these amazing ideas that you're ready to take off. You're ready to blossom into. And yeah, I just see you're like reserving your energy. You're reserving your time. You're reserving your money for the things that are actually important. That actually are going to benefit you in the long term. So let's get a little bit of clarification. So what are you, Eight of Pentacles reverse? Like we were saying earlier, you might be quitting, you might be giving up on something. You're no longer clinging on, that's for sure. Eight of Pentacles reverse, what else can you tell us about this? Eight of Pentacles reverse for Sagittarius. Nine of Pentacles, look, you putting yourself first. You're putting you and your needs first. I'm proud of you. Once you do that, there ain't no going back. There's no going back from that. Once you learn to really put you first, it's a game changer. Justice, this is what's fair. You deserve this. You deserve to take care of you, your needs. I'm taking a break. I'm also seeing with this Nine of Pentacles, for me, she's sitting in this body of water. I guess like spa vibes for me, or like a jacuzzi, or taking a salt bath, or just like really focusing on self-care, self-love. You know, maybe you've really like steered away from that for a while, and you're like, wait, when was the last time I pampered myself? I took care of myself. I nurtured myself. When was the last time I, you know, treated myself to like a spa day or a massage? Like some of y'all really, you're so hardworking. You do a lot of labor. Your body's carrying a lot of tension, and you all need to like get that sorted out. I've gotten, and I admit, I'm sometimes, I'm gonna be carrying a lot of tension in my shoulders. I recently have started using a foam roller. Oh my god, it's changed my fucking life. My back, my hips. I didn't even know that they're connected. If you have a bad hip and it's connected to your shoulder, like my god. So that shit worth an investment, honestly. Things like that. Game changer. Game fucking changer. When you put that as a priority and you commit yourself to doing it every day, you're gonna see major improvements. Or every second day, or however consistent you can be when you invest in your overall well-being and your health and your body, and just like strengthening yourself so that you feel your best. It's worth it, y'all. It's worth it. Because when you feel your best, you do your best, you know? Eight of Pentacles reverse. So let's see what this is. See you getting your independence back. Sun and the world, hey! Oh my goodness. I mean, this combination, the sun and the world, this is screaming happy endings. Or like an ending that you're celebrating. You are so relieved. You're so grateful. You're so glad. Like the hardest part is over. Your breaking point is where it all began. And it taught you a lot. It got you through some really interesting times in your life. But now here you are, a fresh new person, new perspective, a beautiful outlook on life. So much magic to share with the world. And yeah, I just feel this is such a rejuvenated energy. Full rejuvenation, feeling inspired again, feeling refreshed. Some of you could be moving, or it's just I'm seeing with the world like new scenery, new people, new environments, new experiences. We have Leo energy also over here with the sun. I'm seeing something worth celebrating. Finally, it's like you're able to take a break. Some of you are going on a holiday. Like you could be a workaholic. You know, you'd be busting your booty off, and you don't give time to rest or take a day off. Take a couple. You know, maybe you didn't have a break this summer holiday. If you had, wherever you are in the world, you may not be in the summer. You might be in winter, right? But it's like you might not be the type of person to take breaks, or you haven't had an actual break or a holiday in the longest of times. And this is your sign. This is your sign. This is your confirmation. Do it. Take a couple days for yourself. Okay. 8 of Cups. What are you walking away from? Tell me more about this 8 of Cups. What is Saggy no longer sticking around? 7 of Wands. People that judge you, people that make you feel small, people that make you feel like you don't belong, or they criticize you, they don't give you space to grow, they hold your past against you. You're done with that bullshit. You're like, okay, see ya. I ain't sticking around here. Y'all don't want me here? Cool, me neither. Like, tell me more about the 8 of Cups. I think that might be it. I'll do one more shuffle. 8 of Cups for Sagittarius. All right. 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. So it's like, what else are you leaving behind? People that just don't see you. People that make you feel unheard, or they reject you, or it's like, these are like also the kind of people that complain, and then when you give them like solutions, they don't want to hear it. Like you see in this card, she's offering him all these pentacles, these golden coins, and he's just like, no, oh my god, bitch, why you waste my time then? Yeah, you want to be seen, you want to be heard, you want to be, but like part of something. You want to feel like you belong. And this 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands, you don't feel like you belong here. This, on the other hand, you're taking center stage. People are cheering you on. People are admiring you. People are supporting you. They are uplifting you. You're uplifting them. There's this exchange of beautiful energy, give and receive. That's what you're moving towards. Oh, and I also get another message where when you walk away, or if you're walking away right now, or if you have already walked away, those people that once criticized you, judged you, did not see your vision, who laughed at you, took you as a joke, now they're watching you on the sidelines, watching your every single move. Because they may have been haters, but also like haters low-key be your biggest lovers. They be your biggest fan. Because why are you always the first to be on and dislike? No matter what time you show up, they're always there to criticize. It's like, you're always the first. So hater or lover in disguise. You tell me. Let's see why King of Cups is in the reverse. 8 of Cups. So you've had to detach emotionally, right? It took a lot for if you followed your heart all the time, you would make excuses for these people. You would stick around. Yeah, well, they're doing some shady shit at night, right? They were seeing in this 8 of Cups, she's sleeping, she's walking away. She's actually got a double life, right? She's about to walk into the water, become a mermaid. She's got a double life. It's like, you would, in the past, when you would witness some shady shit, you'd make excuses for it and be like, oh no, they didn't mean like that. They know exactly what the fuck they're doing. You're not making excuses. And I feel like some people might see you as being like heartless or cruel, but it's like, you're just done with the bullshit. King of Cups reverse, anything else? Full moon also in this card, which we had the last full moon, it was in Aquarius, and the next full moon is a lunar eclipse in Pisces. So there may even be some things that come to light around then. Knight of Swords. So you actually, you may be someone who changes your heart or your mind, or like your feelings can easily change just like that. Can't snap. Some days I can snap, some days I can't. It's showing, clarifying the King of Cups reverse. Your feelings regarding certain people, certain individuals have changed very suddenly, or may change very suddenly if they haven't already. Look, King of Cups and Five of Swords. There's a difference between people who make mistakes and like they are genuinely sorry versus those that are purposely being assholes and, you know, they give maybe a half-ass apology, or maybe they don't. They sweep it under the rug, but they pretend like it never happened, and like you're like, bitch, you're gonna act like that didn't even happen? Like what? There's a difference between people who are actually sorry and apologetic and they didn't mean to cause pain versus those who are intentionally going out to cause harm in other people's lives. And as much as compassion you may have or empathy you may have, and you try to put it in perspective, well, they didn't mean to, or they had a tough upbringing, or they're going through a hard time, it don't matter and doesn't give you an excuse to be a shitty person. Capiche? So King of Cups, you can have empathy for it, but it comes a point where like it's inexcusable. And then there's that Ten of Wands. Why is this your burden to carry? Because it's not. Remember we saw that Ten of Wands somewhere around on the other deck, or this deck. It's not yours to carry. It's not your responsibility. Ten of Wands, High Priestess, and the Knight of Wands. Let people, I'm hearing, let people deal with their own shadows. It ain't your shadow to, you have your own shadow, right? I got my shadow right here. There we go. That's my shadow. I'm not taking your shadow and your shadow and your shadow, and like, same for you. You only got one shadow. It's your own. Ace of Pentacles reverse. Let's see what that is. Oof. Look at that flyer. Nine of Swords. All right. Tell me this Ace. What did I say? Wand? Sorry. It's Ace of Pentacles reverse. Interesting. So we have Nine of Swords, King of Wands, and then a Queen of Cups. Because the first thing I was getting with that Nine of Swords is like having second thoughts, questioning, oh, maybe I'm judging too harshly, or maybe that opportunity I rejected, that thing I shut down, I was saying no to, maybe I shouldn't have. Oh my God, now you're doubting. Like, the thing is like, and I always say this, I stand by this motherfucking thing. Whatever's truly meant for you will never pass you by. Never. If it passed you by, it really wasn't meant for you. You're being protected from something that you may not be able to understand or rationalize right now, but your spirit guides know what's up. And also, deep down in your core, intuitively, you know what's up. You're being protected. Anyways, so this Ace of Pentacles reverse and the Nine of Swords, this is like, what if nothing better will come around? You know, if you miss the bus, are you going to chase after the bus? No, you sit your ass down and you wait for the next one, 5 minutes. It'll be there. You got something else coming your way. But this is also showing maybe there's this fear of commitment. Ace of Pentacles reverse. Maybe there is something looking for short-term solutions rather than permanent. Okay, let's move on. Another thing that we had saw earlier, when I was like, oh, it looks like this King of Pentacles, he might be picking something back up, right? He's looking at this pentacle. He's like, he's kind of curious about it. And then the fact that we have the King of Wands coming out again with the Queen of Cups, the way he's eyeing this Queen of Cups, it's like there's something that's sparking your interest. Something or someone sparking your interest. Are you overthinking it? Are you doubting yourself? Are you letting your past, right? We see this dead zombie mermaid coming up from the water. It's like your past haunting you. Is that something that is holding you back, right? What are you clinging on to? What do you need to let go? What are you having to break away from, free yourself from? Because some of y'all, it's your past that's been hindering your growth or keeping you stuck in places that you know you've outgrown. So let's see what action you're going to take. King of Wands. All right, tell me about this King of Wands for Sagittarius. Four of Pentacles. And that's funny because I started looking at these cards from earlier, and when I was looking at the Four of Pentacles, and then this came out. All right. King of Wands for Sagittarius, please. This fell out on the Queen of Cups. Emperor. King of Wands. We have the Strength card, Leo energy. Judgment is at the bottom. So we have Aries and Leo. A lot of fire showing up here. And we're clarifying the King of Wands. We're talking about the action that you're willing to take. It's so funny how sometimes messages just be like spewing out of my mouth and I can't shut up. And then there's times where I'm just like, what you gotta say, Spirit? Where you at, Spirit? No, it's fine. I got it. I honestly feel like Spirit is saying, like, when we're asking, like, what action should you take? Four of Pentacles could be saying, like, hey, sit tight. Don't just do nothing, right? But it is showing to, like, show some sort of restraint, especially to help or save or rescue other people from their mess that they created. Or their shadow, right? Especially because I feel so strongly, people come to you when they need advice, when they need some sort of help or support, and you're there, right? As an emperor, it's your responsibility to show up for your kingdom, show up for your people, show up for your empire that you've built. You gotta show up. You feel like you gotta show up, you gotta show up, you gotta show up. You're someone who is needed. And people expect you to untangle their mess or lie for them. Because then when I said tangle, it's like tangled web, and I thought web of lies, and then that's why I said lie for them. Or like cover people's ass, right? I feel like Spirit could be saying like, hey, you know what? You don't always have to act and be on call 24/7, unless that's like what you do for your career. You're like a nurse or like, you know, whatever. You're on call. You gotta show up. You're a manager. You own some big business, like obviously. But oh, that Four of Pentacles and the Emperor could be saying to like reserve your energy, reserve your time, I'm hearing maintenance. Maintenance. I'm hearing postpone. Playing hard to get. And it's not even out of playing hard. It's just more of being unavailable for things that you don't want. Stop being available for the things, for the people, for whatever that makes you miserable. Stop being available for it right here, right now. Stop saying yes to every single thing that comes your way, even though deep down you're like, no, I don't really want to do it. So stop saying yes when you want to say no. It's like that Justin Bieber song. What do you mean? I was never a big fan of him, but you know, don't say yes if you really mean no. Like, people ain't mind readers, and people will take advantage of your kindness. No more Mr. Yes guy, girl. Say it when you mean it. And then we kind of go full circle. Like, I could look into these cards from earlier. The Nine of Pentacles, we just go full circle where it's like, you gotta just prioritize you right now. At this time of your life, it's so important that you are taking care of you, your well-being, your health, your confidence, your body, keeping the peace for your own sanity. Keeping peace for yourself doesn't mean that you have to keep peace for other people, right? Speak your truth. You're like, oh no, but I want to keep the peace. I don't want to cause, keep peace, keep the peace, but make sure you're not sacrificing your own peace for the sake of others. Well, I think we'll leave your reading here, Saggy. I hope this helps. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here and for letting me connect with your energy. Leave a like, comment. Let me know how it resonates. Private readings available down below, and I shall see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye, Saggy.